Welcome to the Force Files. In today's episode, we are breaking down the Clone Wars, a defining conflict in Star Wars universe. Whether you've just seen the movies or are diving into the animated series, this will give you a clearer understanding of the war, its causes, and its lasting impact on the galaxy. But what exactly are the Clone Wars, and why does it matter? Let's dive in to find out. The Clone Wars were a massive conflict that took place between the Galactic Republic and the Separatists, also known as the Confederacy of Independent Systems, or CIS for short. The war spanned 3 years, from 22 BBY, which is before the Battle of Yavin, to 19 BBY, and it was fought across the galaxy. It wasn't just your typical war between both sides, it was a battle of ideals, politics, and strategies that shaped the galaxy for generations. This involved numerous individuals, systems, planets that became essential in who holds the greater power over the galaxy. Just like most conflicts, the war was born out of political and economic tensions. The galaxy was divided between two factions, the Republic, led by the Jedi and the Senate, and the Separatists, a coalition of systems wanting more freedom from central government control. This division was further fueled by fear, economic pressures, and manipulations by a hidden enemy. In Episode 2 Attack of the Clones, we learned that the Republic secretly commissioned a clone army to fight the Separatists. The clones were genetically engineered soldiers from the donor, Jango Fett, created on the planet Kamino. The Republic's Jedi were tasked with leading these clones into battle. These clones were highly trained, and as you will see when watching the Clone Wars, many of them also carrying individual traits and personalities, making it a blast to watch. Not only this, but the clones weren't just soldiers, they developed strong bonds with one another and with their Jedi commanders, making it not just a show about war, but also friendship, camaraderie, and hope in a time of darkness. Notable clones from the show consists of the 501st Legion and the 212th Battalion. More specifically, some fan favourites are Captain Rex, Commander Cody, Fives, Echo, Hardcase, Heavy, 99, and Wolf, with many more that you see within the show. The Jedi Order served as generals in the war, leading the clone armies across the galaxy. Jedi like Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker, and newly introduced Ahsoka Tano, who is Anakin's apprentice, became famous for their bravery in battle. The Jedi believed they were protecting peace and justice, but as the war dragged on, the lines began to blur between good and evil. A concept heavily reinforced and referred back to is the idea that it wasn't just about winning battles, it was about protecting lives in an increasingly chaotic galaxy. On the other side, the Separatists were led by figures like Count Dooku and Jedi killer General Grievous, who were also supported by the droid armies and dark forces. But here's the twist. While the Separatists seemed like the enemy, they were also being manipulated by someone even more powerful, Darth Sidious, a Sith Lord who controlled both sides of the war, thus leading to both sides in the war being manipulated by this one force, making the conflict more than just a battle for territory. It becomes a galaxy-wide chess game with extreme consequences. Throughout the war, both the Republic and the Separatists faced moments of triumph and tragedy. From decisive battles to political betrayals, the Clone Wars revealed cracks in both the ideals of both factions. It became clear that the galaxy's future was being shaped by more than just military victories. It was being influenced by the shadowy figures and secretive agendas. Now, minor spoilers for those who want to skip this part about the major twist and ending at the end of Season 7. The time code will be on the screen. Okay, spoilers warning done. Then came the turning point, Order 66. This was a secret order given by Palpatine to the clone army, telling them to eliminate their Jedi generals. The clones who had fought alongside the Jedi for years suddenly turned against them, leading to the near destruction of the entire Jedi Order. The Clone Wars came to an end with the rise of the Empire. Palpatine used the war as a stepping stone to declare himself Emperor, effectively dissolving the Galactic Republic. The clones, now Imperial soldiers, helped enforce his tyrannical rule. Ultimately, the Clone Wars led to a major transformation of the galaxy. The Republic, once a symbol of unity and peace, found itself fractured and struggling to maintain their order. Whilst the battles ended, the consequences of the war shaped the galaxy's future forever, leaving behind destruction and sadness across all sections of the galaxy. While the war is over, its aftermath still impacts the galaxy. The clones' role in the rise of the Empire is a tragic one, and their story continues to unfold in shows like The Bad Batch, Star Wars Rebels, and even in The Mandalorian, which continues to explore the long shadow of the Clone Wars, reminding us the complex nature of war, and it still impacts those who live through it within this new time. And that's a look at the Clone Wars. It's more than just a conflict, it's a story of heroism, sacrifice, and the difficult choices that define us. What are your thoughts on this chapter in the Star Wars history? Let us know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this episode of The Force Files, make sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives into this galaxy. We will catch you in the next one.